Hello, everyone, and welcome to another series in the online video education for seniors in the time of COVID. I'm your host, Bobby Esters, and I'm also the Benefits Director with Kentucky Legal Aid. Joining me today is Dave Farley, and he is our Managing Attorney in the Owensboro office. Hey, Dave.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. So I know you wanted to talk to us a little bit today about living wills, or also called advance directives. So tell me, what is a living will?
First, everything I say today is for general information purposes only and isn't to be considered legal advice. We urge you to consult an attorney about your own personal individual legal situation. But a living will or advance directive is a document that informs healthcare providers about your healthcare decisions should you become incapacitated. That is, you're unconscious or you're too ill to communicate your healthcare wishes. A power of attorney is useful for managing your financial affairs, but it may not be sufficient to convey your healthcare decisions. Likewise, a living will does not act as a power of attorney. They're two separate things. A regular will or last will and testament only becomes effective once you're deceased. So a living will can name a healthcare surrogate, and that's a person to make your healthcare decisions for you. And it also can make directives or authorizations for end-of-life care should you become incapacitated.
Okay. And what types of decisions do I make in a living will?
Well, first you choose a healthcare surrogate. This is a person you trust to make healthcare decisions for you or to carry out your wishes. You can also name, and I recommend, a backup surrogate, someone who can act as your healthcare surrogate if the first person you name is unwilling or unable to fulfill that role. So if the first person becomes unavailable, you do have somebody who can step in and take care of being the surrogate.
Okay. And can the healthcare surrogate make any decision they want?
Not necessarily. While you can leave it up to the healthcare surrogate, you may also include directions that state clearly what decisions they have to make regarding certain elements of your care. This includes providing or withholding life-prolonging treatment or providing or withholding artificial feeding and nourishment, sometimes called a feeding tube. You can also allow these decisions to be made without specifically directing that these decisions be made.
Okay. And what selections should I make?
These are solely your decision. No one can make them for you unless you leave it all to the discretion of your surrogate.
Okay. And what types of decisions are made in a living will?
The decisions that are made in a living will pertain to life-prolonging treatment, artificial feeding, and organ donation. A living will is different than a do not resuscitate order or DNR.
Okay, so can I make my own living will?
You can, but it's probably best to not do it from scratch. Kentucky statutes are very specific as to what constitutes an acceptable living will. It's covered under KRS 311.625, that's the statute. The Kentucky Attorney General's website has a living will package available with the living will form and all the instructions. It's available at ag.ky.gov under resources, then publications. There's a long list, but you'll look for living will package. And also we will provide the link for that, so hopefully it'll be attached to this video. You may also wish to consult an attorney. A living will must be signed by you and either notarized or witnessed by two other people. There are restrictions on who can witness your signature. For example, it cannot be a blood relative, nor can it be someone who can receive an inheritance from you when you pass. And there are other restrictions too. So consult the statute, the living will packet, or an attorney for further restrictions on who can act as a witness to your living will.
Okay. And what should I do with my living will once it's executed?
Once it's signed and witnessed or notarized, you should make sure copies are provided to any surrogate you name, as well as your primary care physician. They'll make sure that gets in the right hands should it become necessary.
Okay, great. And like you said, hopefully we'll get that link attached to the video as well. And I just want to thank you for that great information. If you or anyone you know needs additional information concerning living wills or advance directives, or if you need assistance with another civil legal matter, please call our intake department at 270-782-5740. Their office hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 6 o'clock p.m. Thanks.